As a contractor, you know how important it is to differentiate yourself. When you go into a home, you want to establish yourself as a roof expert. But to a homeowner, they don't buy roofing every single day. So sometimes roofing gets placed into a category the same as if they were replacing their air conditioning unit or their water heater. So that sometimes they can think of that as a commodity. And so with a lot of homeowners, if it comes down to being a commodity, it comes down to price. And so our job is to make sure that that homeowner understands what the difference is. How are we adding value to that homeowner so that we're building trust and we're overcoming that price objection based on the value that we're bringing to them? Because at the end of the day, for a homeowner, whatever roof system that they buy is going to be on that house for the next 30, 40, 50 years. So it's extremely important to them, though they may not realize it, that they're picking the very best shingle. So what I like to do is I'd go into the home and I would show them the difference. So Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, if you go with XYZ Roofing Company, we're going to put you in this duration, Owens Corning duration shingle with the SureNail strip. And all of our competitors don't have that SureNail strip. So I would show them the difference between the shingles, just looking at them, what the differences were. So, again, to basically point this out, with my competitors, even though they have a wider nailing line, you can see that the common bond area doesn't go all the way to the top. So when you're nailing this, you're going through the thinnest part of the shingle. So this is about 1/16 of an inch, but it's very thin with my competitors. With the SureNail strip, right, the common bond area goes up this 1-inch area. And so when it goes through, it's going through the thickest part of the shingle, and it goes through all 3 layers. The way to demonstrate that is to take a piece of the SureNail strip and show them how tough it is. And so I always used to take a nail and I'd put it through the SureNail strip. So I would show them like this, and then as the nail goes through, it grabs that SureNail strip and it sinks all 3 layers together. With my competitors, I would show them basically, if you're going through the thinnest part of the shingle, how easy it would be to blow through this shingle. The other thing to think about is the adhesive on the back of the shingle. The adhesive on the back of the shingle is kind of like a piece of tape. So I would take a piece of 3M tape and I would tell the homeowner, hey, it's kind of like if I stuck this piece of tape on the table, because if it's a smooth, flat surface, it's going to stick a lot better. If I took the same piece of tape and I stuck it on the carpet, it's not going to stick as well. So just as a demonstration, I would take our competitor's shingle and I would take the piece of tape and I would put it on where the nailing line is for them. And we push it in hard, right? And then I would try to hold it up by the tape. Let me try that again. And you can see from the granules on the back of the tape. So I'll take the same piece of tape that has the granules all over it and I'll put it on the SureNail strip. And I'll do the same process where I'm holding it. And so what I normally would do is I would basically tape this behind my head on a window or a door seal, not on the wall, right? But something on where it's not going to just make any issue for taking the paint off or whatever. But as I was talking to the homeowner, this reinforces that this is getting the very best shingle. And so again, it sets you up as the roof expert because you've done your research and you're going to make sure that homeowner is getting the very best product on their home. So when they compare something that's hanging for the next 30, 40 minutes behind their head, and then what I would do basically, would you rather go with that and us, or would you rather go with the competitor and something this thin? So please take the time to, again, educate that homeowner. As you educate the homeowner, you're building value and you're building trust. People buy from people they trust. Take time to go through the entire roof system. So this is a flip book that we came out with. We got several different versions of this, but it starts off with the decking and how you're going to put the ice and water shield on, and then how you're going to check for ventilation, and then you're going to put the synthetic underlayment on. So very, very easily going through a process of exactly how you're going to build that roof system to make sure that homeowner is choosing the very best materials and choosing the very best contractor, which is you.